Bubba Duke is here and plays his game. Looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night. Boyness is here, so don't you sweat, cause Bubba Duke and OMB are geared to own this set. So sit back and enjoy tonight's best, cause it's time to roar at Boar's Nest. Bubba Duke is here and plays his game, looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Bubba Duke. This is the Boar's Nest, and we're doing some gaming tonight. I am going to play this game, Star Wars Squadron. OMD's not here just yet. I'm sure he will show up in a little bit. He had some, it's Father's Day. I had my kid. We chilled. We did some cool stuff. Played some games and whatnot. But he's doing the Father's Day thing. So he'll be back here in a short minute. And if we have some other guests show up, then we have other guests show up. But we're playing some Squadrons, and that means I need to take this headset off and put the gaming one on so that I can hear what's going on. Because if I don't, I get lost. Not going to lie. I get absolutely lost. So give me 2 seconds here. All right, here we go. Let's rock this out. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. Stay headset. All right, let's rock this out. Now, I have been playing this game for a little bit. Not going to lie. I've been playing it for off and on for a couple months since it got released on Game Pass. I have done some showings on this game over on just Twitch land. Oh, I should mute that because copyright issues, which I think is crazy. You think they'd want you to experience the whole game, but don't have the copyrights to all the music and stuff is the issue. Let's turn down that headset. Holy. Yeah, I like to play it loud. Where's my story? Continue the story. I could have started, but I'm not going to. I could have restarted, but that's kind of like, do I have to? I got so far into it now. I was going to play South of Midnight again, but I'm not feeling that game right now. Oh, I'm in the middle of a battle. Okay. Range. Of course it is. Oh, dude, that thing's got a shield. All right, well, I'm going to just scoot in here. Okay, what are these for? I'm trying to destroy the Starhawk without dying completely. So I'm just heading back to my starship. There we go. Found the boosters. My resupply. So I'm resupplying right now. And we will turn and No. Starhawk, no. See, I'm supposed to destroy this shield grid. Let's move. Go, 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 go. Oh my goodness, I'm just getting lit up. Oh, I just slow down. Don't slow down. I want that shield grid. Oh, I just died. Okay, hold on. Oh, get down. Oh, well, that's not going to help me any. Where's the other field generator? Oh, I'm too close to this thing. But I got to get out of here. How am I getting out of here? Ah, we're all going to die. I'm going to die. Hey, Asia. How's it going, sweetie? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you coming out. Ah, run. We're all going to die. Oh, my goodness. I got to get back to my ship. That's what I got to do. How's Asia doing? How you been? What have you been up to? Where you been? I haven't been here in a couple weeks. I've been working. He's doing the Father's Day thing right now, Mr. Best. So he said he might be a few seconds late. I think I might see if I can change ships. Because I'm not liking this one. It's just like, what am I doing with this bomber? I want a TIE fighter or an interceptor. Let's go interceptor. I just feel I'm a little better with an interceptor TIE fighter. By the way, I know you're not a dad, Mr. Best, but you are a kitty dad, so happy Father's Day to you, my friend. Hopefully you and your kitties had a great day. Why is this screwing up on me? Well, that's not cool. Gonna have to restart from checkpoint. There we go. I know I'm doing spins and stuff, but Where's the next one? Okay, that's destroyed. Whoa. Oh, just hit the Starhawk. I gotta get out of here. It's another one. Think I got all the generators down? I'm not sure. Oof, that was close. Incoming. Zippity doo dah. Where's my ship? There she is. Let's go. Get out of here for a quick second. She seems to know when you're working. You got a crazy cat, dude. I will give you that. All right, so I'm just going to kind of pause underneath here, let my ship kind of reboot itself a little bit. And I need to find the other. There's another generator somewhere and I'm missing it. I think it might be over here. Okay, so I'm just going to go this way a bit. If I have to, I'll just go out around this. Whoa, what are these? Nothing. Okay. So that big ship you see right there that's kind of highlighted, that's the ship that I'm trying to not get near because it'll destroy me. But at the same time, I'm trying to find the generators that power its shields. So I gotta. Oh, geez. Just go. Get around this here and behind. Maybe there's one up here. Let's take a look around. All right, let's go over here and take a look, see what I can find. Jeez, that was an X-wing on my butt. All right, let's stay here. Whoa. Stop. Okay. All I can hear is wah, wah. Oh, that's never good for your ship to bounce off a rock like that. No, sir. Whoops. I have a couple more generators. I don't know where the generators are. Every time I do this, it doesn't show me anything. Whoa. Where's the other generators? I think that was my own ship I just shot at. Not gonna lie. Alright, that's another gun. I mean, if all I have to do right now is just shoot all these guns to save my ships, I'm good. I just don't want to get near that Starhawk. Man, the firepower on that sumbitch is incredible. Let's go around here. See any more? Where are they? All right, what else am I looking for here? Come on. This gets really dizzying. Holy. That's one of my own guys. Why am I chasing him? Stupid. Oh, I just ran into that. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it destroyed it though. Oh, there's one. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, geez. Oh, I can't fly. I can't fly today. So one thing about this game, the controls are very tricky. Whew. It makes a wicked sound when your own TIE fighters go past you. Okay, there's got to be more. Where am I not finding them? Oh, I'm getting lit up. Oh no. It's not good for the shields. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing now. Is that thing destroyed? Yep. Oh, it's not a generator. What was the generator? Was. I'm just gonna find another one now. There's got to be one over here on this thing. I'm just missing it. Hmm. This is going crazy. Well, everybody, if he wants to jump in, Mr. OMD has been a teacher.
I am here. Bubba, I know we talked a little bit earlier, but happy Father's Day to you and to all of the dads out there.
Let's pause the madness for a minute. Holy. Eyes are watering. There we go. What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much, not much. Just got home from dinner. I know we talked earlier, so a happy Father's Day to you and to all the dads out there.
Right. Mama Bear saying, hey, hon. Hi.
Good evening, Mama Bear. We love to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I just actually got home from a Father's Day dinner, so
Yeah,
that's why I'm late.
That's what I figured. That's what I told everybody. Oh,
So I actually would have been here on time, except that then it was another family member messaged and said, "Oh, I want to bring dessert."
oh, nice. You can't say no to dessert.
No, but then that was still, a half an hour, 45-minute wait. So they got there at, 20 to 8.
Oh, that's awesome. But you got free dessert, so I mean, you really can't complain.
I did.
Dude, I killed the generators. Okay. This is why I wish I had the headset.
So this is Star Wars Squadrons, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
This is my first actual chance to get a look at the game, and visually already it looks stunning.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I'm barrel rolling and going crazy here just to... Oh, we got to regroup. Okay. So I had to destroy generators that the Starhawk was using as shield generators.
Okay.
And I'm using an interceptor. I'm trying to regroup with my guy. Okay, here we go. Into battle. Oh, it's the only thing is I'm trying to get used to the controls again. I'm everywhere. Destroy all. Evac. Okay. Where's the evacs? Right there. Out of range.
Now, I am going to ask this because, yes, I am very familiar with, of course, the TIE fighters, the dual ship. Are you flying the X-Wing Starfighter?
No, this is, I'm on the dark side right now.
Okay.
And I'm flying the interceptor. Oh, get down. So I'm playing story mode. Within the story mode, you do go back and forth.
Okay.
Between the good side and the bad side and all that fun stuff. The Starhawk I actually helped build out of old what are those big star destroyers? I'll build it out of that stuff.
Okay.
Oh no, I just ran into it. Not supposed to do that, dum-dum. Oh, I keep getting hit, so it's throwing my aim and stuff off. But all I gotta do is destroy this. Not this one, but a bunch of them. Oh, no. Oh, that's where you want to be, right in the flames. Why is this thing being so hard to destroy? There we go.
Oh, I was going to say, my guess is you're trying to take out the engines so that it's just a floating hunk of wreckage, eh? But
we're trying to just destroy them, period. I always aim for the engines because they're just easier to need a supply. There we go. Thank you. All right, that one's dead. Where's the next one? Right there. Out of range. Oh my goodness. Dude, why are your shields on? I just rub up against it like, Robin's racing, buddy. I was going to play NASCAR online, but I think they shut down the servers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for NASCAR Heat 5. Because it's telling me they're unavailable. Come on. But yeah, you get to drive or fly just about all their vehicles.
Okay. Sweet.
So I think, good, there we go. Now I don't know where I got to go. But there's my destroyer. Just looking. Oh, what's shooting at me? That big ship right there.
Yeah.
That's the ship I helped build out of other Star Destroyers.
Okay.
It is for the rebels.
Right.
I wonder if I can destroy it now. Oh, we gotta. Oh, just about ducked out of the way. Whoops. I just died.
Okay. So again, like these are not games that are typically in my wheelhouse. I can, do it if there's a certain aspect of it in a game, but for me to do a full game with this, and for me, it would be a button masher and, spin around.
No, they actually show you how to like, you go through like a tutorial before they let you into the actual combat zone.
Right.
This is like, I'm 8, 9, almost 10 missions in.
Okay.
So yeah, it's intense. And you can change the difficulty. I have it on story mode. You can go pilot mode, veteran, or ace.
Okay.
I'm on like easy, and it's still crazy. Super intense.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What was the last checkpoint? I can't remember.
We did have our friend Mr. Parrish come in saying hello. Good evening to you, Mr. Parrish. Great to see you. Thank you for stopping in as always. And Mr. Best coming in saying, and the tutorial is deep. Interesting.
It is very deep. Like you're. It's not a. Oh, just push this button, and then they forget you.
Right.
And leave you kind of hanging. No, they're like, okay, try this, and then they'll get you to try something. Then they'll bring you back. Okay, try this again. Okay, you remember how to do that. Okay, cool. Let's do this again. And they kind of like that up the line and then come back, and then they go up a bit and then they come back to the. So like it becomes second nature.
Right.
With the push, it's not just throwing you into ridiculous stuff. Where's my
right?
Oh, they do want me to go in here. Okay. Holy. It gives you stats on everything that you've done.
Right.
I think if this really, not just you personally, but if it was anybody, that this really isn't your style of game, just try it. It's not really mine neither. I was like, oh, yay, flying spaceships but the storyline is what gets me.
Right.
That's why I'm like, oh, I wish I had my headset on, because they can hear the people telling you what to do and
Right.
go, and it's the storyline within the game that I'm really enjoying in this game.
Okay.
Do we get to pick another feat? Nope. Let's deploy. Okay, so now we're attacking the Starhawk.
Okay, so now you're switching sides and going back to the rebels?
No, I'm still on the dark side, so to speak.
Okay, so you're Empire.
Empire, yes, the Empire.
Okay.
So the Starhawk is the rebels' ship that when I was a rebel on that part of the storyline,
Right.
I helped build this ship and gather parts for it. Why is it doing this again? I'm actually flying my ship right now. Can you tell?
No. I see the word damage and I guess space.
Sometimes there's a glitch when you launch, it forgets to do this part.
Ah, okay.
So now I think we're destroying the Starhawk. Let's go, y'all. Just saying I'm out of range and I'm not. Okay, we gotta damage something. It's not the front of the ship though. Or is it? Whoa! In the midst of destroying what I'm destroying, I just absolutely annihilated an X-Wing.
Nice.
This thing is not fast at all. It's the bomber.
Right.
Am I supposed to be destroying this?
So I know we've really deviated a lot from it from when we started the Boar's Nest and really go right into the games, but I want to talk about that ROG Ally X that is coming out this holiday season.
What's that? Oh, the
handheld.
Yeah, I sent you a video on that.
Yes,
did you like that?
I've watched it. It looks wild. Now, this is not going to be Xbox's first attempt at a handheld, just that the other ones never really got off the ground. And one of the early ones wound up becoming the Nokia N-Gage, if you remember that thing.
Oh my god, that was a while ago.
Yes, that was supposed to originally be an Xbox.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened here? I just got whipped around. Go ahead.
But the way this system is going to look and be and feel, to be able to sign into your account and be able to get games from Steam, from PC, and port them over.
Yep.
And whether they may be PlayStation games that we want to play or try, I'm just intrigued to see the price tag on them.
It's going to be a couple $100. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, and as well, they're going to run on Windows 11.
Everything's on Windows 11 now.
It is.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, I'm intrigued. Well, where did I go? Where is it? There we are. To see how this goes, to be honest, with the handheld.
And my guess is, because I have heard, because it's also an Asus system.
Okay.
Which Asus is a huge computer manufacturer as well.
Definitely.
I have heard that the next generation Xbox is going to be everything. It's going to be like another mini PC tower.
I've heard the same.
I wonder if this is sort of not necessarily a trial run, but a handheld version of that next Xbox.
I don't think so. I think this is completely a separate entity, all its own. Let me unplug that because it's all in the way. To be honest, I think it's just Xbox trying to get into the Switch kind of.
Right.
Because you look at it, well, the only thing that's different is that you can't take the things off it and put it
Right.
in a port to play it. You still need an actual system to plug in.
Right.
So I think they're just kind of getting into that
Right.
area. Really quick though, Mama Bear is asking how our Father's Day was, and did you get spoiled like you deserve?
I did. Thank you. I just did a family dinner. My son is actually up north, but he'll be home next weekend. I'm just not sure for how many nights, whether it's just Thursday night, Friday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what the situation may be.
Oh, here we go. Yes, I got spoiled. Absolutely. I have pictures to send Mama Bear because I know her personally. Um, my kid got me a coffee mug. Red says Super Dad, and then in the box behind it, there was a little coffee mug that was blue, and it said Super Kid on it. So it's like, oh, that's so cute, kid. But
That's
yeah, we spent the
perfect.
weekend together, so we're good.
That's awesome.
Here's the hanger for the Imperial Army. So that's what I was flying in. There's a transport ship in the back. You can see the military doing their thing. Guys inspecting and repairing my ship. There's a couple TIE fighters, interceptor. You can see clone troopers in the back. Bunch of other little things here. People talking. Again, the TIE fighting forces. And the hangar, or the briefing room.
Nice.
We're going to go check out the briefing room real quick. And then there's our captain. So yeah, yes, you jump between being a rebel and an imperial military person. And you go through each story, but you're jumping back and forth in the storyline.
Okay.
And you're always the same person when you jump to either story.
Okay.
So you're never somebody different each time and have to go, holy cow, I got to learn this guy's story now.
Right. So you're essentially a double agent.
No, you're two separate agents. You're two different people. But the story has you going between those two people.
Okay.
One's in this military and the one's in the other one.
Okay.
But you're working to make each side better, but at the same time working to destroy the other side.
Okay.
As those two separate people. It's so you're just like, dude, I just built that Starhawk and now I'm destroying it as
Right.
team. You're just like,
Right. So it's a very convoluted sequence of events and storyline.
Yeah. And here's the thing. If you are good at maintaining what's going on for each person, when it flips you, you understand, okay, now I'm doing this. I'm trying to destroy that person. So you go to this. And then when they flip you to this person that I'm now, you're like,
Right.
okay, I know they built this because we have intel on it. And it's the in-depth of this story, dude, literally is like, I'm telling you, it might not be your type of game, okay?
Right.
But I know you're a guy that likes a really good story.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
the stuff I'm doing flying around is like this much of the story. It's like,
right.
Tiny amount.
Right.
All right, so let's see what they have to say. We go to the briefing. So there's the Starhawk and a bunch of other stuff that we've got info on and destroyed. And it just tells you. This is why you need your headset.
Right.
Your commander's literally telling you what is going on, where we're going, why we're going there, what your
Right.
mission is.
Okay. So is it mission to mission that you alternate characters, or do you do like 2 or 3 missions as one character and then 2 or 3 missions as the other?
It depends on what the story needs.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I did 2-3 missions as the rebel, and then did 1 mission as the Imperial, and then jump back to the rebel to jump back to.
Right.
And then this is like my 4th mission now as this individual.
Okay.
So they're advancing both stories at a different pace, but at the same pace.
Right.
Yeah, dude. And the graphics, as you see, the graphics are incredible. Very true to the Star Wars empire, so to speak.
Right.
Okay. Ouch. So this is the briefing / command room. So you have obviously people standing off to either side of your screen that are in, for intelligence and strategy and weapons and comms, all that kind of stuff. This is your briefing table.
Right.
As you know. And then here's your control centers and stuff. Typical for the Imperial Army. It's in the floor. So you're looking down at your people, not at them,
Right.
And then you got all your military, so nobody can come in. Now, there should be someone. Here we go. These two. This guy on our right, the bald gentleman.
Yes.
Hilarious. He's like Commander Data, but a real human.
Okay.
So that thing around his head is what he uses to access his database.
Right.
To get all the information and everything that I'm looking for. And then this is just a regular pilot beside him that I fly with.
Okay. I was going to say, so if he's our like real life Commander Data, did they just implement our good friend Mr. Best into the game?
If Best could grow a goatee and a mustache like that, I'm going to start calling him LT 514.
And Mr. Best coming in saying, so me, I didn't know I was in the game.
Well, you're right there, my friend. You're right there. And he does give you quite a bit of information throughout your game. So when playing this game, if you can talk to somebody, talk to them. Okay. Get all the information you can before you go on your mission. Because again, who's to say that officer just standing there guarding, I could talk to him. Well, what's he going to have to say?
Right.
Dude, he could have overheard a conversation between 2 commanding officers that this is really a suicide mission and, he feels bad that you guys got to go.
Right.
It all counts. You can inspect your own ship. Nice. So we push our inspect button. So I'm looking for like damage and stuff. So let's go into the cockpit. You can look. That's your car. You can carry 6 people, 3 on either side. And this is like your bomber, right? So this is your weapons are through that portal in the back. Like that's where you carry your torpedoes and blah blah blah.
Right.
That's how you get in and out. And then you're just your basic weapons here.
Right.
And your seat. And there's the other side. So people bail out through that floor right there if they need to. Let's see. I can't turn anything on. So we just exit the cockpit. No big deal.
Right.
Am I allowed to go here? See, you can inspect the back of your bomber, your engines, your wings. Now, I'll be honest. It seems pretty stupid to be like, well, I got people that work on. You know what? I was looking at mine one time,
right?
And I found that there was a tool sitting in the back of my engine, and if I would have went to take off, it would have sucked it into the engine
Yep.
and destroyed the entire Star Destroyer that I was on.
Wow.
So it's not something you have to do all the time,
Right.
but pay attention to what
Yeah.
you're doing. Again, here's 2 more people we could talk to you. Again, these people are part of your crew, part of your vanguard
Okay.
group, so to speak. You change your name a couple times for who you're flying for,
Right.
because your main captain just bailed on your whole team and became a good guy.
Oh, okay.
So you're like, bro, like, why'd you just? And then you find out that he was just tired of being pressured into everything and told he had to do it, and
Right.
the Vader thing, where he's like,
Yeah.
"Do where you die."
Yeah.
But these people are diehard. Like, we are the Empire. The Empire is us. Kind of
Right.
thing. All right. So here we go. Prepare for launch. Now you can pick what you're going to be in, as far as you want to be support, or do you want to be the bomber? I'm going to be the
Right.
bomber. But I'm not going to launch this mission for the simple fact that it is like we only got a couple minutes and then we got to call it a night.
Yep.
So, that being said, these little guys kill me. You can inspect them too,
Nice.
or you kick them and they run away. See, he just took off.
Yep.
What else can I do in this area? That's about it, really. I tried going up to you, like, you can't move other than spinning.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't walk around. Kind of a shame,
Yeah.
because I would love to walk, up to that door and push the button,
Right.
or walk over to those people and then talk to them.
Right.
Walk up those stairs physically myself and
Yeah.
inspect the back of my bomber.
100%.
Small. It's just those small little things that I'm like, it's kind of a bummer, but it doesn't take away from the game for me.
Right.
This is one of those, if they would have added that, how much cooler would it have been?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could have shown you a mission that we were on the Rebel, because I have flown the X-Wing, the A-Wing. I've flown as a Rebel. I flew one of those passenger ships that these guys have,
Right.
with a secret code, and got into a hangar with weapons in it and had to destroy it. And
Oh,
dude,
wow.
it was crazy. And then some of the missions you get to do, you're flying around like an outpost
Right.
in space. So it looks like a donut,
Okay.
right? With the big command center on the front of it, but it has a big donut. And I'm flying circles and around this thing, trying not to get killed, but kill everybody.
Right. Wow.
It's intense. Like, I'm telling you, if you like Star Wars, if you've played, say, Battlefront 2,
Right.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you get to fly and kill each other
Right.
online, this game beats that hands down, because the storyline.
Okay.
Battlefront doesn't have that much of a storyline, even in storyline mode. It's like, go do this, go do
Right.
that, go do that. Where this one has the in between, go do this and go do that, which makes you feel like I'm doing what I'm doing for a reason, not just because they can't connect story to story or mission to mission. It's literally connected. You don't do anything in this game that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would I want to build a Starhawk as the Rebel force? Well, we have to. How are we going to compete with the giant Star Destroyer that Darth Vader builds and you don't see it till the last movie.
Right.
And then nothing. Where now, it's out destroying planets. We need something to stop that.
Right.
So we take old Star Destroyers, we find in a junkyard, a Star Destroyer junkyard, take pieces and put it together, find a, I know it's not a warp engine. What do they call them on Star Wars? Light speed?
Yeah, I think so.
The ones that make them jump into hyperspace.
Right.
So you find 2 of those engines and put it in that thing. So one that runs and one that's a backup just in case.
Right.
And you help design, like they're in completely different areas of the ship so that they're not in the same spot and easily to destroy. Like, just mind-blowingly detailed story.
Right.
And the best part is, like I said, it's not just you're on one side and that's it.
Right.
You see, I'm Imperial.
Yep.
And my other character is on the Rebellion, and you get the Rebellion story. Now there's no I haven't seen a Jedi yet, because I think we're in that period where the Jedi are dead.
Okay.
And there's just a rebellion keeping their honor and their what they wanted the space to be like going.
Okay.
So yeah, it's my brain, dude. Like I could play 2-3 hours of this and not even realize it. It's a giant wormhole for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like I said, I like Star Wars. I like the concept. I like the movies. I've never been too big into their games.
Right.
This game, wormhole, rabbit hole, whatever you want to call it, it is trouble for me.
Wow.
I was first started it thinking I'm just going to try it, right?
Yeah.
Because I got to work tomorrow. Dude, I didn't get any sleep and I had to go to work.
Oh, jeez.
5 hours of playing this game.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's just say I had a lot of these while I was at work.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was trouble.
I can imagine.
Before we do have to go, I want to play the commercial for everybody.
Right.
And then I want to really discuss in detail, but I don't have any visual for this thing, that new Xbox thing that you're talking about.
Right.
So during the commercial, I'm going to see if I can't find a picture of it.
Okay. Before we go to the commercial, though, I do want to touch on something.
Okay, let's do it.
A little bit humorous. This is about a movie coming out.
Okay.
And it's loosely based around Star Wars, and it's talked about in the initial trailer. The original Star Wars trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the sequels, the prequels, the TV shows that should be sequels and prequels.
Okay.
But let me ask you this. Mel Brooks, legend at 98 years old, will be returning in this movie, along with the original lead actor in Bill Pullman.
Yes.
And coming out of retirement, Canadian acting icon Rick Moranis.
AKA.
Do you know the movie I am talking about?
Are you talking about Spaceballs 2, bro?
I am.
Dude, he's been in retirement 23 years.
It's actually been longer. It's closer to 30 years for Rick.
Oh,
he retired when his wife died, so that he could raise his kids.
So it's been a hot minute.
Yes.
Okay, so let's play the commercial. Let's talk about that in depth, along with the new product Xbox is releasing, because I did find a picture of both of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us. Watch this little commercial we have about what happens throughout the week, and we will be right back with some interesting thoughts on Spaceballs 2.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we got total non-stop action with Brace for Impact at 8 p.m. Friday we game again with Unleashed, the Jessica Wilde story at 7 p.m. Following the game, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's flip that back. That's everything that happens here on the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. Now, if you want good access to everything that we do that's Turnbuckle affiliated, see this QR code down here? Take your phone, scan that. That'll bring you right to our website, turnbucklestudios.org. And, dude, there's tons of stuff you can do there. Meet us, leave us emails, ask questions about our shows. Listen, if you don't have a show, but you want to be part of a show because you want to get into this wonderful world of podcasting, write us an email. Say, hey, I'm really interested in whatever show it is. Can I help with it? Can I join you? We will help you get your start because for us, it's not just about us. It's not just about OMD and myself and doing what we do here. We want to do this because we want to help people. And if that means, hey, you want to join us on a Sunday night and play a game with us or show us a cool game that you're just absolutely in love with, let's do it.
Yeah.
If you already have a show and you just want that support of what we call our family, by all means, write that email. Hey, Carl, OMD, Bubba Duke, Chris Best, Chris Parrish. Guys, I have a cool show. I want your support, and we will help you get that group start. Now, my friend, my brother, this is what we are talking about. I know it's not a great picture. That is the new Xbox, whatever you call it, OG,
The ROG or ROG Ally X.
right?
And yes, it comes in the two colors, just like the Xbox Series X and S. It comes with two different size hard drives. One is the 512 gig, one is 1 terabyte.
So the white one is your standard. I know that because I've been watching all the videos and I love it. So your white one, pretty much like the Xbox, is your standard. That's your base model. Now you want your 1 terabyte, your upgraded RAM, your upgraded graphics, your upgraded all that, blah, blah, blah. Get the black one. Yeah. Yes, it's going to be more, obviously, because you're paying for more. You're getting more. You get more bang for your buck. Now, personally, I'm just going to get the white one. And then if I find that, hey, listen, I'm playing this thing everywhere, and I am just addicted to the games I'm playing and I don't have enough room for them all, then I'm going to upgrade.
Yeah.
Just like the Xbox.
Yeah.
I got 2 external hard drives plugged in, plus the internal extender, plus my internal hard drive. Because I'm like, dude, I'm addicted to Xbox gaming.
Right.
I'm addicted to it.
And you want to know the funny thing is I was at Best Buy earlier in the week. I was looking for something else.
Yes.
But they have our Xbox, right? We have the standard, the digital.
Yeah.
They have the updated version of ours.
The X?
The Series S.
Okay.
They have the new one done in the carbon black with the 1 terabyte hard drive.
The Series S?
The Series S.
Wow.
Carbon black with the 1 terabyte hard drive. For the same price as what we paid.
As what we paid for this?
Yes.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I probably paid a lot less than you paid.
Probably.
For reasons, because I am part of a club of Game Pass. Or not Game Pass. What's it called? The store, I call it EB Games, but it's not EB Games.
GameStop.
Okay, I'm a platinum member there.
Right.
I don't have platinum anymore. It's gold, and that's it. but I'm a platinum member because I've been a member since they opened.
Right.
So if I was to trade this one in, I would get the new Xbox for like $120.
Right.
But that's because, again, the perks of being a huge gamer since I was little.
Yep.
And as soon as that company opened, I was there. The day they opened, I'm like, I want your best membership. And here's my bank information. Just take it every year, whatever it takes, blah, blah, blah. I've never not paid.
Right.
So you get perks. So if you're an avid gamer, I'm telling you, it pays off to be a member of a place like that.
Yes.
Video games, collectibles, whatever. It pays off in the end.
Yep. We're losing your audio. You're cutting in and out.
Is that better?
That is much better.
Okay.
Yes, no, I am a member now at GameStop. I did become a member when it was EB Games,
Okay.
but I did not buy my console there.
Oh, no?
No,
I mean,
I
some people
bought
do.
mine. No, I bought mine actually 2 years ago, Black Friday at Best Buy.
Yes, you did. I remember that.
So,
And you know what? That it doesn't matter where you get it,
no.
as long as you got what you want, and you're happy with it. That's all that matters.
Well, I mean, I'm sure just like us, we probably both wanted the Series X, but I didn't have an extra $400.
I went in and they didn't even have any. People had bought them already.
Right.
So I'm happy with this because you know what? I got my storage. I keep my internal the external card that makes the internal one bigger. I keep it clean. Like I got what's this? 6 terabyte external hard drives.
Right.
All together. So if I'm not playing it, it goes onto the external, and if I'm playing it, I bring it into the internal extension. And when I'm done playing it, I either move it or I delete it.
Right.
But this game, I've moved it back and forth a couple times now.
Right.
Let's talk Spaceballs, bro.
Let's do it.
I remember watching this movie when I was little.
Yeah.
For the first time. Mr. John Candy, to me, was the most funny man to ever grace our TVs or movie screens.
100%. 100%.
And then you add in the fact that, along with him and half the cast of Spaceballs, where they came from.
Right.
Do you remember the show they used to do together?
There was it's right there on the tip of my tongue, and I know it was Rick Moranis and John Candy.
Yep. And a bunch of the other guys that are part of this movie. Whether you actually recognize them or not, they are all part of the movie. SCTV.
That's it.
Bro. Basically what that is, people, SCTV was like the Saturday Night Live, but for Canada. Literally. They did skits, they did TV bits, they took this, that, and the other and made it funny for everybody to watch.
Yep.
Which is Saturday Night Live. So yeah, John Candy was a huge part of that. That's why you got the gentleman that played Black Helmet.
Dark Helmet.
Or Dark Helmet. I call him Black Helmet all the time. I'm just like, whatever.
Right.
And then the comic bit with his helmet always slamming shut on him.
Right.
So my question, because mentioning the man, the myth, the legend, John Candy, how do you go about that part? Now this is my question to you. Do you try to digitally put him into the movie as John Candy, that character? Or do you have somebody play him? Or do you go the route of that character is now just not with us? He had an accident in space and passed away. What would you personally do?
Personally, I don't like the idea of digitally adding him in. I think that would be a disgrace to his legacy.
Some people thought about it.
If I could, and he was willing, I would have one of his kids come in and take over the role.
You would want one of his children to come in and play that character. So it wouldn't be the actual same character. You would have it as like, hey, the original character has passed away. I'm his kid. I took over his job,
Yes,
and now it's okay. So you would change the character to a degree.
to a degree. Just like they are doing, because Bill Pullman, who played the original Lone Star,
Yeah.
his son Lewis is coming in to take over his role.
Not upset about that. Not upset about that at all.
They are going with, and I know there are a bunch of new actors coming in as well.
Well, I mean, you can't.
One to take on the role of Barf Jr., one to take on the role of the new sassy robot,
Oh God,
Dot Matrix.
that's hilarious.
We don't know. I mean, we are getting Mel Brooks coming back. He will not be playing President Scrooge this time, to my understanding.
Ah, come on.
He will be reprising his role as Yogurt.
I mean, honestly, if I was to be like the producer or the person that picks what role each person's playing, that's totally the role I'd be like, dude, I don't even care about your other roles. You're playing Yogurt.
Right?
The dude rocked that character.
Oh,
I don't even
100%.
remember the other characters, to be honest. I remember Yogurt.
Yeah.
Like, I know Parrish has jumped in and he's not on screen, but if he wants to jump in and give his opinion on Spaceballs 2, please, I invite you to come in. Even if you're kind of just chilling out and you want to jump in and give your opinion on this movie, because it's not just us. This movie doesn't just affect us. It affects everybody that has ever loved real comedic movies.
Yes. Back when.
Right? When you could make fun of things and people wouldn't get offended.
Yeah. Back when comedy was comedy.
Yeah. So that's kind of why I'm hesitant about this movie coming out. And I know they're not doing it out of like, we just want money. They're literally doing it out of, you know what? There is another story that could be told. Let's tell it.
However, and I do know that they have considered it, because if you remember in the original,
okay,
there was a line where Mel Brooks said, hopefully we will meet again in the future, hopefully in Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money. Can we get that as the title? Please?
It's not.
I know.
It's actually the Sports or whatever Awakens.
Okay, see, I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
But I had heard about the search or the quest for more money. And, you know, it was even suggested that they do that in a satirical manner to make that callback.
You might be right. That might be what it's called. Hold on. I'm just kind of looking in your Spaceballs 2. Tells us everybody that's coming back. Cast of the sequel, Spaceball 2, official trailer, which they don't have because they haven't even started filming. So let me tell you something, people. Don't fall for that BS. They haven't even started filming. So if you see like official trailer, it is not. I'm telling you right now, it is not.
The one that Mel Brooks just put out, where he said this is the first official trailer, it is the first official trailer.
Because he's the one saying, listen, guys, hey, this is Mel Brooks. This is the real thing. Here you go. But otherwise, everything else is fake.
And it's just the Star Wars scroll.
It literally is. Yeah. Yeah, 2027 it's supposed to come out. Okay, so we have something to look forward to.
We do.
It doesn't give me the name.
No.
It just says Baseball 2s. And in quotations, it's The Squirts Awakens.
It could
So-
very well be. We don't know.
You know what? It could just, as far as I can tell you right now, it's probably just a working title until they start filming. Because generally, when you start filming, that's when you get like, okay, yes, it's Spaceballs 2. We know that. But then you get that subtitle of, like they do for Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, And to be honest, the names that they did for Star Wars, they screwed them all up. They're all backwards.
Well, when you released the 4th, 5th, and 6th movies originally, and then go back and do 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's something that the reason they did that was because the technology they had better suited the middle 3. Because everything for the first 3 was too high tech for that time period.
Oh yeah.
Which, whatever, it made money. And I'm happy that they let John Candy and all these gentlemen make this Spaceballs 1. And I'm telling you, if you don't have it, never seen it, don't have a clue what we're talking about, I'm telling you, go search up Spaceballs 1. I think it's on Disney, I think.
Oh, probably.
So if you have the streaming services, just go type in Spaceballs. I'm telling you right now, watch that movie. What I want to know is the dude from the desert, Mr. Police Academy guy that makes all the noises.
Oh, Michael Winslow.
Is he coming back into this movie
know.
somehow? Whoever the producers are, if you're watching, please put that guy back in that movie.
Right.
Somehow. Because literally he's just like, all I do is comb. I'm combing the desert. I'm combing the desert.
Right.
And he's running along with this giant comb. I'm like, oh my God. If you enjoyed Spaceballs 1 this much, Spaceball 2, I think, and I could be just setting myself up for disappointment, but I hope I'm not. I am literally going to be the first one in line. I want to see this movie.
I will be right there beside you, brother.
Dude, I got a tent. My kid's got a pop-up tent. We'll pop it up. And we're sleeping in that thing in front of the galaxy. I don't care.
Right.
I don't. I'll do it.
Right. I would.
My crippled old butt by 2027. Yeah, I'm going to be using a walker and stuff. I don't care. I'll sleep on the concrete to see Spaceballs too. What's best having to say, or Parrish having to say? I can't really see it. Let me just blow it up here for you. If IMDb says in development and has no cast members announced, then the cast is still being worked on. Yeah. Like we know there's a couple for sure.
Yep.
Dark Helmet.
Yogurt
Lone
for
Star.
sure.
And Lone Star. And I'm hoping you're correct that they ask one of the Candy kids to come in and play
Yes.
a version of that character. I
Now-
don't want him the same character. I want it to be, my dad died. I'm taking over his role. Cool. So I'm going to play this character as that character's son and kind of have that funny humor, that all that stuff.
Now, the question is, because, again, and I've seen pictures out of the original cast and the people.
Yeah.
So we know that Bill Pullman is coming back. Would you want to see Daphne Zuniga, the original Princess Vespa, come back where now they are the king and queen?
See, that's what I would do. I would just kind of move it a generation to where it's now our kids are having this awesome adventure in our RV, our spaceship. Right. They find it, in the back corner of like the where you land your ships and stuff in the hangar. They find it covered in the back corner and they end up taking it for, and then all these shenanigans start because people are like, oh, that's Star-Lord, blah, 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 we got to go get him.
Right.
And then all the shenanigans start. That would be cool.
Right.
But again, speculation people, I don't have a script in front of me. I can't tell you what their ideas are. They're literally just like, hey, we're going to do Spaceballs 2. And a bunch of them were like, I am coming out of retirement. I am doing that. I'm only doing this character, though, because I enjoyed that character.
Yeah.
And again, who better to do Yogurt than the dude that did Yogurt in the beginning?
Right.
Who better to do Dark Helmet than the guy that did Dark Helmet from the beginning? And to think that he's like been retired because he's got a broken heart. Let's be honest. His wife died, the love of his life.
Yeah.
And he just didn't have the passion to act anymore.
No.
And then this role comes across his table. Because I'm telling you right now, there's been stacks of stuff thrown at him. Like,
from what I've heard, from what I've learned, he has apparently done some voice acting, but hasn't done anything big. My guess, and again, speculation here, Mel Brooks probably picked up the phone. Rick, it's Mel Brooks. Would you do Dark Helmet?
You know what? I can see that's kind of a respect thing. Let's be honest, people. That would be like having the original Darth Vader alive and reprising his role within the Star Wars sagas like they did and not asking him at all. Like, personally pick up the phone. Hey, I'm the director. My name is Bubba Duke. Hey, we want to bring Darth Vader back. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Oh, with me? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll give it one more shot.
Yeah.
Like, and he could have said, no, thank you. I don't have it in me.
Right.
To play that character. But here's the thing. You can't do the character without at least asking the original actor first.
Right.
Especially if they're alive.
Yeah.
I mean, the gentleman that played the original Darth Vader, God rest his soul, you can't really ask that guy. But here's the thing. They found somebody that was the same height, same build.
Yeah. And
they used the original voice actor for the voice. It doesn't matter if you are the same guy playing the character. For Darth Vader, it's the voice.
Well, and even then, the guy who voiced the original Darth Vader, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, he has passed away since doing the new version of Darth Vader. And he only said like 2 things, I think.
Yeah.
But so 2027, Spaceballs has been said that's when it's coming out. It's going to take us a minute to film what we want, get everything, they got to get the ball rolling. I don't even know if they have a full script or if it's just like kind of a concept right now.
I would not be surprised if they have the full script. I have seen it saying that the script is written. They have brought in new writers.
Oh, so they might be just kind of tweaking some things in it.
I'm betting that Mel Brooks has had this and has tweaked it over the last 38 years.
I wouldn't doubt if they didn't have this script, the day filming stopped for Spaceballs.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't doubt it. Give it a year, maybe they probably had it. And they were all like, well, it's really not the time to do this yet. We don't want to be like all these other movies where we do a bunch of them back to back to back, and then, blah, blah, blah. It loses the funniness. If you do too many of them in a row, you're just like, yeah, whatever. It's the same movie.
And I hate to say it because I loved the movies back in the day, but that's what happened with Police Academy.
Police Academy did that. I find, I know they weren't released back to back to back to back, but the Jaws movies did that to me too.
Yeah.
Because it just seemed like I was just like, oh yeah, this is a really good movie. And I watched it a couple times and then boom, there's another one coming out.
Yeah.
And then boom, there's another one. And the same with the Jurassic Parks. I mean, they did the same thing to me where they were releasing them one after the other real quick. And then they gave it a couple years and then boom, now they got this new one coming out.
Yep.
where I'm like, oh, hey, I might enjoy that new one.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah.
will be now the 7th Jurassic Park movie, I do believe.
Well, I roped them all into one. They got the Jurassic Worlds and the Jurassic Parks. I just kind of put them all in one group. It's all the same
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
the
this
same
is
one.
like 7 or 8 now, and I'm like, but there's been a gap between this one and the last one. There's a gap now, so I've come to terms with, hey, I want more dinosaur killing. I mean, that sounds so stupid, but you know what I mean. I want to see dinosaurs eating people again.
Right.
I'm happy with it. But there's so many different movies. Like we just had Lilo and Stitch just come out, the live action one.
Yep.
My daughter went and seen it and is telling me that I have to take her.
Okay. Well, I have to take my niece one of these days.
I'm telling you right now, she didn't have to twist my arm. I'm like, did you say Lilo and Stitch? Like little blue demon guy that likes to destroy stuff in Hawaii? And my daughter's like, yes, Dad. I'm like, we're talking like Hawaii, where Ohana means family and family means no one gets left behind. And she's like, yes, Dad. Count me in, baby. When are we going? Because
Yep.
I remember watching, dude, I have it. I can see it from here on VHS, Lilo and Stitch.
Nice.
Like, dude, that
Believe
was
it or not,
a movie.
Believe it or not, I've never seen it.
You need to watch the cartoon version before you watch the live action because it'll make no sense to you at all. Because then you won't be able to be like, oh, that's that character. Oh, that's that character. You'll be all lost. What's to say? My son wants to see the live action Lilo and Stitch as well. I've heard great things about it. See, even Mama Bear, her son, and my daughter are friends.
Right.
So we might have to take a bunch of kids to the movie theater.
Yep.
That's our excuse, right? The kids want to see it.
Yep.
We're gonna bring them.
But you know what? We can let them sit up in the, nice prime seat buckets. We can just go sit up in the back row, close our eyes, and take our nap.
Dude, I'll be watching it. My name's not OMD. I don't fall asleep during movies. Okay, so we had live action Lilo and Stitch coming out in the next couple months. Live action Moana,
Yes.
which is the remake of the Moana movie, the first one.
Yep.
There's a couple other movies that Disney's putting out.
Oh, I know.
And then we have a couple of like horror movies that are coming out that are being made. I heard there's a new movie coming out.
A new witch, sorry?
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah,
Like
probably.
A second one to the one that they've already made.
Oh, the second horror Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a Mickey Mouse one coming out, or that has come out.
Yes.
And now there's like a second one coming out. And we have another, what is it, Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Yep.
Like, there's a bunch of these horror movies that
Yeah.
are coming out that I'm like, dude, where was this stuff when I was a kid?
Right. And I know you and I have sort of discussed it off stream. I know the one movie you're not overly excited for, but there's Henry Cavill has 2 other movies coming. One potentially direct to Prime or to theaters, based off of a cartoon that we loved as kids. That would have actually prefaced the Power Rangers. Of course, I am talking about the mighty Voltron.
Oh, yeah, I heard Voltron's coming.
Yes, that is Henry Cavill.
I am intrigued about that one. The one that I am most excited about, that I've heard rumblings about, and I'm not sure if it's legit. So don't take me at my word here, but Thundercats.
I have been hearing about Thundercats for probably 20 years.
Okay, but there's an actor that played a certain superhero who made it to Valhalla. That is like Lino mine. And he's dressed up in the suit and everything
Really?
and was taking pictures and be like, I'm Lino.
Because I do know the 2 original, when they initially had it ready to begin filming, They had, sadly, Brad Pitt lined
Yeah,
up
no.
for Lionel,
No.
with Panthro to be played by
Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
Yeah, no. I'm good without that.
Parrish coming in saying there is no Thundercats movie being made.
No, but there was rumblings about it, right? And he was just like, I'm Lionel. That's me. Hire me. I'm Lionel. And he dressed up like Lionel. It was cool.
But the one I know you're not that interested in that's coming from Henry Cavill, and I know it's because you're a huge Sean Connery fan, but Henry Cavill would be taking on the role played by Christopher Lambert of Highlander.
Highlander. So I have mixed feelings about this one. I want to see it because I'm a huge Highlander fan. I've watched the TV series. I've watched all the movies. Great, awesomely well done set of different things that they did under the Highlander brand.
Right.
But you are right. I'm a little because of the fact that Sean Connery plays the father in the original. To play that part, you better have your act together. And I've already said, because we discussed it, yes, offline and online real briefly before, where my pick to play that role would be another gentleman that played James Bond and is now in Mobland.
Pierce Brosnan.
There you go. Thank you.
And I love it. I'm 100% with you.
If you get that gentleman to play that part, 100%, I'm not hesitating. I am buying a ticket and I'm going to see it. Like, I'll drive my my transport through the ticket line to get my seat at that screening, because that guy next to Sean Connery was James Bond for me. What's Parrish saying? Chad who?
Stahelski. He's the director, also did the John Wick movies and Matrix.
Good actor, good director. I don't care. I'm picky about that character because to me it holds a special spot, right? Because as you all know, my man crush was Sean Connery.
Yep. I think he was sort of everybody's man crush at one point.
At one point. It wasn't even just the accent, it was how he carried himself off a set.
Right?
It wasn't just, it was everything about the man.
Yep.
Just, he got knighted by the Queen. Like, that's what started all the James Bonds being having to be knighted in order to play James Bond. You had to be knighted by the Queen. That's what started that, because she was like, you're not playing that character without being knighted, because it's such a high-end and prestigious character that you're playing, because it is a real job. It's not just made up. MI6 is real. My nephew has been in the lobby of the MI6 building in London. Now, could he get pictures? No, because you're not taking pictures in a high secured building like that, but it's legit. Dude, there was another movie I was going to say that's coming out, and it just slipped my mind. Oh, whatever. Not that important. Parrish.
Well,
you mean yours is, not was? I mean, Carl's not dead that I know of.
Well, you never know.
Better text him. Hey, bro, you still alive? But no, if you guys are into movies, and like, I'm not just talking like remakes that are made into live action or that kind of stuff like they did with How to Train Your Dragon. That movie just came out.
Yep.
Apparently is doing amazing. Or it's due to come out in the next like week or so.
Yeah.
I know the reviews that they've got from down in the States where they get to pre-show the show. Doing astronomically crazily good. So I'm happy about that, because I was a huge fan of that when it came out.
Right.
Because it was so different.
Yeah.
wasn't just your run of the mill Disney princess saving the, who cares?
Right.
I've wished you 3 times a happy Father's Day, my man. Don't try to get a 4th. You're just being greedy. No, we did say at the beginning of the show, I know you weren't here, but we did wish everybody a happy Father's Day. That includes you, Mr. Parrish. And please give my little nephew a squeeze. Miss the little dude and his big giggles and his smile. So yeah, there's a ton of movies coming out. Dude, we got like Lilo, we got Lilo Stitch, we got Moana, we got what other Disney movies are they making live action now? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why? Like, is it just that they're really trying to grasp at getting more money to keep things running because they can't come up with any new ideas? Is that really where we're at? Or are they just trying to make the story fresh by making it more believable because it is live action?
I think it's more so to try and make it more believable. Plus, you got to remember now the people that grew up with like Lilo and Stitch and Moana as kids are now going to be the adults. So they want that callback in live action so that their kids can,
instead of just watching it on DVD or VHS and
yeah,
saying, "Oh, this is what I watched when I was a kid." No, look, this is literally, it's real people now. How cool is that? I think it also helps the littler kids relate because you got real people like The Rock and all these other people playing these characters.
yeah.
And P.S. The Rock literally looks like the character from the movie.
I have seen stills and
Have you
stuff from
seen
the actual
Moana 2?
no.
See, that's really weird because they released Moana 2, like the cartoon version, and then like 2-3 months after that, boom, they released Moana the live action. Like, you couldn't have waited like another year?
No, they were starting to film it.
Well, they started filming it after. Okay, I thought the way I understood was they did Moana 2 and then they were releasing
No.
the
No,
live
they
action.
began filming it. I remember actually my son came home for from one of his might have been March break, and I had to tell him about John Cena becoming a bad guy.
Ah, yes.
So I showed him the clip from the chamber when I was there. At that point, Netflix had actually censored it, so you didn't get to hear it. And I said, but did you know that The Rock is also an actor? And do you want to know? Said, do you want to know one of his biggest, most famous roles? And all I said is, all I have to say is you're welcome. That's Maui?
Yeah.
Yep.
He looks just like Maui in the live action. I mean, he's bulked up and, put a grass skirt on the guy and he fits right in because he is Samoan. But I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. Watching Moana live action.
Right?
I
I will be honest, I actually ended up I didn't use it. I had company over one night and she's like, I just want to show you something. And she and I wound up watching Moana, and it was sort of done as the chick flick rom-com for the night.
there you go.
If you catch my drift.
Yep. It's a good movie though.
It is.
I mean, I sit there, can't believe I'm going to say this, but I sit there with my kid and we sing the songs, and
Right.
I'm always Maui and she's always Moana.
Parrish thinking I fell asleep. No, Parrish, I actually stayed awake through Moana.
But yeah, so
Because
people
reasons.
pay attention to what movies are coming out. Great movies coming, especially family movies like the Moana, the Disney movies, and for us adults that like the creepy stuff, watch for those scary movies that are coming, because there's talks about a last Freddy movie with the original actor that played Freddy,
Yep.
basically passing the torch to the new guy. Because the new guy that plays Freddy is creepy as shit.
Okay.
Like, the original one you think is creepy? You got to remember, for that time, that was creepy.
Right.
Like, that
Believe it or not,
stopped me from sleeping.
believe
Go
it or
ahead.
not, with the exception of Wes Craven's New Nightmare, I have not seen any of the Nightmare or the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really? I think I have like all of them burnt.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen clips.
I can't watch the first one. I'll tell you right now. The
But-
first one, dude, gave me nightmares for 2 weeks.
But Wes Craven's New Nightmare creeped me out.
Yeah. Apparently there's supposed to be a Jason movie coming too with the original Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
The older gentleman, obviously, because he's
Right.
the original. And then he's calling it a career after this one. So whether they continue the Jason Voorhees series with somebody different,
Right.
or just that's it, we're never going to see Jason Voorhees again,
Right.
which I think is going to be so sad for Halloween's. Like, that was my thing I would watch. A Jason Voorhees movie, Freddy Krueger, Chucky. I would watch a bunch of scary movies.
Right.
And then I would top it off with something like House of a Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects or, something from Rob Zombie. Because that's my favorite, like, gore kind of movie guy. Because he's very 70s based.
Yeah.
Where it's, some of the movies, you can see the tube where the blood squirting out. And it's purposely done.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was in the 70s. And it was funny, but scary because you get into the movie and you forget. He draws you into the movie and you forget that you're really just watching a movie. You feel like you're watching somebody's home camera. And
Yeah.
you're just like, oh my God, that guy just got axed. Like, oh.
Yeah.
But that all being said, people, there's some amazing movies coming out for our entertainment. And some great video games. I heard there's some awesome video games coming that have just been released or are going to be released this year for Xbox, PlayStation. The new Switch 2 is getting some cool new, like the new Mario Kart.
Yeah. How about a brand new Metroid Prime for the Switch 2?
There you go. It's great to be a gamer these days because you have so many options, like the new Xbox handheld that's coming out. Dude, I remember playing the Game Boy, like
Right.
the red screen with the black guys on it, and you're just like
Yep.
trying to see it. You got it this close to your face, and you're like, and then if the light shines, you're like, oh my God, I just died because you can't see nothing.
Yep.
Dude, times have come such a long way. Like, who thought we'd have one of these things in our hands at all times and you could play games on it, and not just cheap cheesy games? Like, we're playing 3D based adventure RPG thriller and whatever game, you know what I mean? Like, who thought? You could ask me when I was 10, dude, oh, what's there's gonna be this great big gaming thing and you could play it on your TV. I'd be like, number one, TV, what's that?
Right.
I grew up on a farm in the middle of nowhere where we had, like, it was a TV, but it was like you had to hold the bunny ears
Right.
just to hear the hockey game. And occasionally, if the screen quit flickering, you could see where the puck was.
Right.
Like, I never guessed I would have a computer set up like this
Right.
to do what we're doing now. That's why I'm so, I don't want to say pushy, but excited to tell people, hey, check out our website.
Right.
Check out turnbucklestudios.org. Become a part of our family. Come help us. Come produce. Come give us show ideas. Come help us with graphics, with backgrounds. If that's all you want to do, if you want to be on camera, Dude, come on camera with us. It's so much fun.
Right? Like right now, and I know it's, primarily because you're busy with work, so I'm going to say this for my show tomorrow night
Yes.
at 7 p.m. Eastern, the locker room breakdown. I have a guy that has made appearances, but he prefers to do the behind the scenes and get
Yes.
all of the information that is
Yes.
needed to cover for that show. And I love him for it. And yes, check him out on YouTube and on TikTok, both of them at Bulkster Show.
Great guy. Apparently, he's supposed to be coming up to visit us for the 1st and 4th of July.
Yes.
Which in turn means this Canadian gets to go America and blow stuff up. I had to. Before we get going, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. True North Customs. This is my buddy Nathan Reed over there. Check him out. True North Custom 23 on Facebook. He could get you parts ordered for things with and things without wheels, and many, many, many different things. Use the promo code TNC. Let him know Bubba Duke from the Boar's Nest sent you. You will get a super awesome discount there. When you get your parts and you need a professional to put them on, oh, look, I got a professional. Professional Auto Services. This is my buddy Corey over there. Give him a call. Check him out, professionalauto.ca. Hook yourself up to get your stuff put on your vehicles. Now, 2 more quick shout outs, my friend. We need there might be 3. Let's go to the guy that has everything PlayStation. Let's go to Mr. Chris Best. Check out his link tree, linktr.ee/Chris_best83. I'm telling you right now, flat out, if you are a PlayStation fan, Wednesday nights, Saturday nights, given there's no PLE on a Saturday night, that man is rocking the PlayStation product. Go ahead, Andy.
Yes. But he will always, if there is a PLE patrol, he will pre-record Saturday night gaming to upload after the PLE patrol.
I totally forgot about that. So even if there is a PLE, his product is always there after. So there you go. Can't forget the man, the myth, the legend, our boss. Well, he's not our boss, but I like to call him the boss. Carl Karafelt. Check him out. Link tr.ee/Carl Karafelt. Speaking of Carl Karafelt, how about we check out Carl Karafelt, redbubble.com. Again, that's carlkarafelt.redbubble.com. That's all our merch, people. You can get that logo up there in the corner. You can get Mr. OMD's logo. You can get the Turnbuckle Studios, Turnbuckle Talk, Chris Parrish, Mr. Best's Wednesday night PlayStation Showcase. You can get, oh my goodness, there's so many things you can get there. And you can put it on anything. Put it on anything. Another quick shout out I need to give. This man, Chris Parrish. Again, it's linktree/Chris Parrish. Dude does everything. He is sponsored by Beercade, the Chris Parrish podcast. He just recently did an interview with the ex-OVW women's champion, Hollywood Haley J. If you guys know anything about OVW, this young lady was a great talent there.
Yes.
And is doing the independent scene at the moment. But
she's also working for ROW, which is Reality of Wrestling, headed up by one Booker T.
There you go, bro. So in time, I can see this young lady being part of WWE at some point. So keep your eye out. Check out that interview that Mr. Parrish did with her. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. OMD, real quick, where can the good people find you?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for me on the socials, you can find me at my link tree, linktr.ee/OMD show.
That's awesome. Y'all know where to find me. Well, that's Bulkster. That's not Bubba. Well, let's go Bulkster again. There you go. Mine's up here at the top because I'm silly and I got it moved. But yeah, the YouTube is Bubba Duke Show, and over on Twitch is Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. Let's not forget. On the serious note, if you have any mental health issues and you need someone to talk to or you need some help in Canada and the US, dial on your phone 988 or go online to, I can't remember the name. I think it's 988lifeline.org. Now, if you're outside Canada and the US, go to findahelpline.org. Okay? Your mental health is important. You are not alone. We care. And OMD, what are those words? Now that you're taking a drink of your pop.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world is better with you in it.
It definitely is way better with you in it. Very, very strong words, very correct words. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of that awesome man next to, well, not this way. Let's go that way. Over there. That guy over there. And myself, Bubba Duke. We all love you. Have a great week in wrestling and in life. We love you. Peace out.
Bubba Duke is here and plays his game. Looking rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee. Every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight. Even when he has an open mic night. Boarness is here, so don't you sweat. Cause Bubba Duke and OMB are here to own this set. So sit back and enjoy tonight's best. Cause it's time to roar at Boar's Nest. Bubba Duke is here and plays his game. Looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee. Every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight. Even when he has an open mic night.